Today, I want you to tell me which design of Otto Hutt you would go for. Pattern on it. That's right. Design 06. Check this. I just arrived here. Now I'm gonna take that Samsung television, put it here, and I'm gonna work on the television. I worked from home this morning. Now I'm waiting for my cousin because we're heading for lunch right now. And then we're gonna check 3 designs of Otto Hutt, and you're gonna let me know which one you would actually go for. Here we go, Goodfellas. That's how it looks. It's big though, huh? And when somebody texts me on WhatsApp and it comes up here and I'm writing something here, I cannot even see what they wrote. But still, it's cool. I mean, I can see everything. That's something, purchasing from Style of Souk on such a TV. That would be a nice one. Indeed. I'm going for lunch with my cousin. He works right next to my office. I'll show you Rotkreuz. That's where I grew up, actually. I told you that in another video already. Building so much stuff. It's getting like Manhattan. Some kind of. Okay, I needed to change office because Paolo had to have a meeting in the other office. We're gonna check this Otto Hutt product now here, okay? Okay, beautiful people, what I want to compare and check with you are 3 designs of Otto Hutt as I mentioned to you. I have Design 02, I have Design 04, and I have Design 06. And we're gonna check a bit of the features of these 3 different models, which is the one you would pick and go for. I would say that we should start with Design 04 because it's one of the bestseller design of Otto Hutt, one that you probably know very, very well. Design 04 is a design I personally own too, as a rollerball, as a fountain pen too. It writes very, very well. I like the weight. I like also the look because of the contrast between the barrel and the cap. If you go for the sterling silver one, you won't have the contrast, but I also find the sterling silver ones very, very nice. Here I have one model with this square guilloche pattern on it. It's a fountain pen that comes with an 18 karat gold nib or that comes with a steel nib. And what I think is really, really nice is just, you know, the whole look and feel. It's a sleek model. It's not too thick. It's not too small neither. I think it's a very international size and weight. You can cap it if you wish. I probably wouldn't. Overall, it caps very, very well. Love this design. It has something that can become totally iconic. I love the contrast between the clip and the cap itself. I think when you look at it from the front, you almost don't see the clip. It's so well designed. It has this flexible clip that always goes back to place with the spring inside. Very, very nice model. I'm sure you know this one. I'm also sure that many of you who are watching own this piece already. Then we go from there, we go to a design that is a bit less known and I don't see that much on social media, but you know, I'm starting to have something with this piece here. I kind of like it. So let's discover it together. It has this very interesting honeycomb design with a plain element on the right of the clip in case you would like to engrave it. But overall, when you look at it, beautiful honeycomb design. The clip is very interesting because it has this conic shape which comes down. I think it's very thick if you compare it to the upper part of the body, but as a whole, I do really like it. Now, if I'm not wrong, we're talking here also about a 925 sterling silver writing instrument. So there is quality here, guys. You uncap it by unscrewing it. The grip is a bit short on this one, I have to say. Also in terms of proportions, it is a bit short. I'm not the kind of guy who has problems with grips, by the way. There's a lot of people who, you know, it's too long, it's too thick. I tend to adapt to the writing instrument I own and have, and I think that that's also something important. It's like when you buy a watch, you cannot use a Vacheron in the same way you would use a Rolex or a Patek or whatever it is, you know. Every watch has its own kind of way to be worn, and it has its own kind of comfort. So in terms of design, beautiful. Stainless steel nib. It has this, as I was telling you, this lacquered, matte finished grip section. You can uncap it, and it has actually a nice size when you uncap it. I think this piece deserves to be shown a bit more on social media, and maybe also you guys who look into Otto Hutt, look into the Design 02. Materialization is great, the weight is great, the quality of how it works is like any Otto Hutt, so you'll never go wrong with Otto Hutt quality. I think it's a very interesting and intriguing design. So I'm gonna buy one for myself and start using it. I really love this honeycomb design on the body and cap. Never had a close look on this one. You know, sometimes it's strange, but it's also what's nice about products, you know. Sometimes you have it there and you don't give a closer look to it, but then when you pick it up again and you actually try to think about the product, you start understanding the peculiarities and the features and the shapes of the product, and then you start appreciating. So it's not always love at first sight. Then we go to the Design 06. Design 06, I think it's a very interesting model. It's a bit a thicker version of any kind of pen here. So if we compare it, it's just thicker. It looks thicker, it's even a bit longer. If we compare it to the Design 02, it has the same height, but it's thicker. When you uncap it, actually it has a very short thread, by the way, which is definitely a good thing because people like to uncap it and write right away. So what you're gonna do is like this, uncap it and you can write right away. Now, black lacquered body, not resin, it's important. They lacquer their body, and that's a great indicator of quality by Otto Hutt. Also here I have a steel nib, but it also comes with a gold nib. I know that probably all three can come with a gold nib if you want, so it's always good. There's gonna be a bigger price difference. In terms of pricing here, I think without the gold nib, we're somewhere between 100 and 200, somewhere, you know, in that price range. The actual price is not that important. If you're interested in it, you go on the internet and you'll find the price from the retailer you buy your pens from. By the way, I didn't mention these two, they both feature a cartridge converter mechanism, and the Design 06 only features a cartridge mechanism. So you cannot put a converter in it because there simply isn't enough space in the body. So it is with cartridge, this one is even filled. What I think is interesting on this one is if you like a bit of a thicker pen, but it shouldn't be the Design 07, then you're definitely gonna be happy with this one. The weight, as usual, is great. You get this kind of weight because of the solid brass elements that are then rhodium plated and because of the lacquer. What I personally don't like, but that's a very personal thing, maybe a lot of you out there are gonna like this a lot, is in terms of the design, the grip. But I have to speak in favor of it because it is very ergonomic. When you put your hands on it, you'll actually get like a stop. So it is extremely ergonomic, and you see that's where design and function at some point comes together. It's not a design I personally like, but it is functional, and overall one cannot say it looks bad if you look at it. Plus the Design 06 comes in a variety of very interesting colors, and I think that's something cool about this specific collection. It's not a ladies collection. We see this pen a lot in hands of ladies, but it's not only a ladies collection. It looks very nice for men. Holding it in my hand, I think it's cool. It's not feminine when you look at it like this in Black, obviously if you have a pastel color, it might be a bit more feminine, but I mean, what is feminine, what is masculine nowadays? You have ladies wearing beautiful big Hublots and Rolexes and driving Range Rovers, and then you have men who drive Mini Coopers. So, and you know, I also drive small cars often, so there's not a rule anymore. This is a lady's watch, this is a man's watch, or this is a lady's pen, and this is a man's pen. That's somehow also cool because everyone is free to decide as he likes. So good fellas, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of these 3 designs. Now it's your turn. You're gonna let me know down in the comments which design is your favorite and which one you would pick. Obviously, let me know if you own one. Just, you know, communicate with me and I'm gonna answer right away. I'm always on my phone. I'm always very happy to get all of your feedbacks. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to leave a like to this video. This is gonna help me a lot to share the content. There are still 55% of the people who watch the video who haven't subscribed yet, so why not just subscribing? It doesn't cost anything and it's gonna help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, Goodfellas. Stay tuned for more videos coming, and don't forget that together we are changing the game.